Everybody, welcome to another edition of the Ralph Graves Jr. Show. I'm so happy to have you guys here. Now listen, realize you guys could be listening to anybody in the world, but the fact that you chose to listen to this podcast, watch this YouTube video, it means a lot to me. I don't take this lightly. Today, on the Ralph Graves Jr. Show, I have Jay the Barber Burks, my man. What's up, man?
How are you, Mr. Ralph?
Man, you doing well?
Yeah, you know it. Just staying healthy. Same old one, too.
Looking good, right. Well, man, I want to have you on, man. You're an entrepreneur. I've watched your journey from the front row. I remember when you first started, and when you were young, you're still a young man, but I remember when you were a real young man. You know,
young pup.
Yeah, and through some trials, tribulations, ups and downs, and you know, we both shared a loss. You know, we had a mutual friend and we shared a loss, but you didn't let that crush you, man. And so this show was about being unstoppable, man. And so, you know, when you think about that word unstoppable, right? What does it mean or look like to you when I say unstoppable? To me, what does that mean to be unstoppable?
A force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
You won't accept no for an answer.
Right.
You try everything besides get the wrong end. You know, there's more than one way to skin a cat, and you're gonna use every way that you know.
Yeah. I've seen you, man. You know, people, I don't know if they know it or not, but I think our listeners know it by now, that the barbershop, especially in the African-American neighborhood, is a place of influence. That's where influencers gather. And you know, I don't even know if you recognized it or not, man, that you are a major influencer in the daily lives of young men and even the young women that come through there, man. You know, you pour into them.
That was passed down. Sorry, it was a test that was passed down from Doc told me, you know, the old mentor.
Yeah.
He explained that it's a lot of responsibility and, you know, in being a barber. You're not just making money, but you also touching a lot of lives.
Yeah.
You touching on with your bare hands, whether you got bare hands or your gloves on.
Right.
You feel that energy. You feel the aura from you know, different people.
Let's talk about Doc for a minute, because I think everybody has a Doc in their lives. He was a friend of mine who's a mentor of yours. And, you know, it used to be called Kareem's Cuts and Fades and Doc's Barbershop, you know. but you know, you said something that he poured into you. Let's talk about the importance of having a mentor. That, you know, I believe that we're not to live life alone. We are relational. How huge was that for you to have a mentor in that business and in life, a guy like Doc?
Well, at first when I started, I didn't think I needed a mentor. You know, I thought, you know, being young, all I thought I needed was my clippers. But once you hop into that lane, you also find out you really don't know how to drive yet. You gotta,
right.
You need a tutor. So he helped me. Plus, when I ran into Doc, it was awful different because I had just came back from overseas. So and he was in the Marine Corps. I was in the Marine Corps. So he pretty much mentored me to come back to civilian life.
Very good.
And share my life experiences with everybody else. Right.
Now, it didn't end with Doc. I know you're pouring into some young men. I know you've been mentoring. I see the work that you do, man. Now, how does it feel to be on this side? You know, I'm the triple OG, but you double OG. So how does it feel to be on the, you know, double OG side?
Yeah, I mean, it's different. It's a different lane change. It's definitely a different lane change, but it feels good. Right. Because you can sit back and you actually can watch. Now I'm not going so fast.
Right.
You know?
Right. Now, man, listen, you've had to persevere, man. Barbershops, like any other business, man, the ups and downs, the trials and tribulations. It's affected by economy. It's affected by, you know, people have to decide, do I eat? Do I go get a haircut?
Woo. Yeah, sometimes it's that decision.
Yeah. Do I eat or you know, do I go, you know, take care of my looks? But what was the process of perseverance like for you? The process, I mean, you're a family man and you know, what was the process of perseverance like for you, Jay?
Perseverance, I just know that there's more it's more mouths than just mine that are dependent on me.
Yeah.
So it's not like I could just say, all right, this morning, I ain't getting up this morning. But
right.
If I say that, then I got my 2-year-old or my 5-year-old, and
right.
You know, they want to go, I don't know, miniature golfing or something. That costs a couple dollars. So
yeah,
in order, you gotta work.
yeah. Now, was there ever a time, man, that you said, I'm not, I just, I quit. I don't want to do this no more.
Yes. There's plenty of times. You come across that thing.
And so what does Jay say to himself to fight through that?
There's people here that can't go to work. They can't have their own business. That don't have the ability to take their key that's in their pocket to open that door and just wear a smile and money comes to you.
Right. Yeah.
You gotta be, you be honest with the public. You give back to the public and you wear a smile. And it's funny how so many people appreciate that. You know, so many people out here that's just trying to mean mug somebody or be angry or just, trying to prove that they're better than somebody else. But life ain't about that.
There's never been a day or time where I haven't seen a smile on your face. And so even when you're going through something, man, you still, I think, like you said, man, that smile is powerful.
It's part of your armor.
Yeah.
It's part of your everyday armor.
Yeah. You're not hiding your head in the sand, but hey, I gotta make it. I gotta make it through this, man.
Yeah, I gotta do it. Plus, I can't walk around with my head down. I got little people looking at me. So if I walk around with my head down, they're like, oh well, Daddy's walking around with his head down.
Right.
Let me go ahead and I can't do that. We're setting examples now, so that's a good thing about being a father.
Now, what's the main theme of, if I come into your barbershop, people listening come into your barbershop, what's the theme? What's the atmosphere like? What is it? Is it encouraging? I mean, what is it? What keeps bringing a young man back? Or a lot of times, why does that single mom still bring that young man who has an absentee father? Because you play a big part as they sit in your chair.
Right.
What is the main theme of that, man?
I think because they know it's genuine honesty. It's genuine love coming from me to any walk of life that comes in.
Yeah.
Everybody starts at 100, and it's up to you if you want to stay at 100.
Right.
I'm going to service you. I'm going to treat you as if we never even met, even if we met before, but you're going to continue to get the service.
Right.
That's part of my job, and that's part of old school barbers. That's what they did.
Yeah.
We were more than just barbers. We were therapists, doctors, dentists.
Yeah.
So,
barbers and bartenders, right?
Right.
Because you hear it all. A man sits in your chair, he's going to pour out his heart.
It's a stress reliever. Some people fall asleep in my chair while I'm cutting their hair.
Yeah.
Like, man, it's relaxing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I think the purpose of the barbershop is the network.
Right.
It's the network for the community, and it's a place for, the old school barbershop was a place for the men to come together. Yeah. But originally, in the Black community, that was pretty much the only place where Black men can come together and not be broken apart thinking that we were some type of clique or anything.
Right, sure.
And, and from there, Jimmy might be having a bad day, and then Frank walks in and he's having a worse day than Jimmy, and Jimmy's like, oh, well, my life ain't that bad. Frank over there, he just lost his dog. I only lost him.
Yeah. Man, so keeping with our theme, unstoppable, man, how would you encourage others to be unstoppable in their own lives? You got a young man coming in there and he's like, man, Mr. J, I don't have a good relationship with my dad. Me and my mom are at odds. There's certain things about being a man or being a young man that mom just don't understand. But I got something inside me, but I feel like I'm being stopped. How would you encourage him to be unstoppable, man?
First, I would ask him if he wanted to just talk to me without being a barbershop. I would try to mentor him.
Yeah.
I was trying. Then during mentoring him, I would ask him if he knows himself.
Yeah.
Does he know who he is?
Right.
And we can't blame everybody else until we find out exactly who we are and find out exactly what we want.
Wow, that's powerful, man. That's true.
And, and it's a lot of, like, this, I think the new age kids now are dealing with more with emotion rather than logic.
Yeah.
And when you get emotion involved, you don't know what's really going to happen when the emotions get involved. But logic, you can actually see.
Right.
You could take a step back and you could like, okay, I'm not going to do that wrong.
Yeah. And you said something, man, that I want to touch on with you. You said you have to find out and you have to know who you are. What was that point in your life? Because you're rock solid in who you are today. And a lot of people, when they see you and they see different men, they think that this is just the way we arrived. No, we had to arrive at a point where we had to find out who we were. When did that happen for you? If you remember, was it at home? Was it in the service? Was it a moment? Like, no, this is who I am.
When I really, really, when I was in the service, I was just a young, hot-blooded Marine.
Right.
But I think it was after about a year and a half after Doc passed away is when I realized who I was. And pretty much think I know what my purpose is.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy it. It's pretty much a stress reliever to me.
Yeah.
And, I'm my own boss.
Right.
I say if I'm going to make any money today or, my attitude is what controls my bank accounts, kind of, to a certain extent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if I go in the shop and I'm like, oh, come on, man, I got you. All right. Yeah. Moving on rough. They're like, man, I'm not giving you no tip, and I'm not coming back.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But and plus, there's a lot of stuff's going on in this world with this whole COVID and everything.
Yeah.
And people are still scared to come out. So when they come out, you want them to feel like a home away from home.
Sure.
And no matter what they're going through or how their views are, it doesn't matter in the barbershop. It's a judgment-free zone.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that I'd say about 85% of my clients fully understand it's a judgment-free zone.
Yeah, unless we're arguing about football. I've been in your bar.
Yeah. Unless we argue about football.
But you said something too, man, and I think which is really good for our listeners and it's good for us. Sometimes we find out who we are in the midst of that adversity. Doc was someone you love. Sometimes when we lose somebody, we find out what we're made of. Good. I pastor a church, man. David in the Bible did not know who he was until Samuel died. It's like God had to remove a crutch for us to find out who we are, man. And
I think that's exactly what it was. Doc was my crutch, but I needed him at the time.
Yeah, sure. Man, you're doing a fantastic job, man. And you are pouring back in the community and you're very successful at what you do. I thank God that the doors are still open there. I know what you do in the lives of these young men, man. You've done some great community things, man. And I'm just glad to have had you on the podcast and had you on the show, man. Speaking about being unstoppable and persevering, man. Final thoughts, man. What do you have for the listeners, man, about persevering and being unstoppable? Encourage somebody's heart today, man.
All right, well, wake up, look yourself in the mirror, let yourself know that you are beautiful.
Yeah.
That you are worth something.
Yeah.
Somebody out there loves you. If you don't have a significant other, and maybe not be somebody right here in Jersey or right in your neighborhood, you got to spread your wings sometimes.
Right.
Don't be scared to jump.
Yeah.
Take that chance. And Doc's Barbershop, 1056 South Black Horse Pike.
Well, that's too fast. They need to know where to find you on social media, on if they're in the neighborhood. Let's slow down. Let's give them the address.
Okay. My bad. I was
Right. Let them know how they can find you, Jay.
All right. Well, we're on Facebook, Doc's Barbershop. We don't have an Instagram yet, but it's coming. Okay. I'm still waiting on barbers. So if you know any licensed barbers or any licensed stylists that are trying to make the conversion over to barber, come to Doc's Barbershop in Williamstown, and I can show you the way.
Okay. Very good. What's the address?
1056 South Black Horse Pike, Williamstown, New Jersey.
What are your hours, man?
My hours as of right now, COVID, because of the state mandate, is appointments only. So you can either call into the shop for an appointment, or you can book an appointment online or Facebook at the shop page.
Okay. Hey man, real quick, how have you made that adjustment because of COVID-19?
More awareness. I was already sterile and clean.
Right. But I'm talking about with customers coming in. You just it's all appointments and things like that.
Yeah. Before COVID, it was a funny thing. I was really trying to get everybody on appointments so I could appreciate their time and appreciate my time more.
Right.
It's more convenient for everybody. And now with the COVID, if you have an appointment, you're the only one in the shop.
Wow.
You witness me wipe the chair down. So you sit in the chair, you know it's sterile. Okay. And then when you get up, I wipe it down as soon as you're done.
Gotcha.
And I wear a mask the whole time. Okay. I wear gloves the whole time.
Yeah.
And you're while getting your service, you're allowed to take your mask off because I have to tighten up the goatees and the beards.
Of course. Well, man, it seems like this thing, man, has really giving you a better system. That's the great thing about adversity. We can make it crush us, but now you've been able to put some systems in place, man. I'm proud of you, man. And thank you.
Unstoppable.
Unstoppable, man. Unstoppable. You are unstoppable. Man, thanks for being on the Ralph Grace Jr. show, man. I really appreciate you having, coming on. And guys, listen, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Share it with somebody. Subscribe to this channel. Make sure if you're in Williamstown, New Jersey, please stop by. Make an appointment. Barbershop, Williamstown, New Jersey, 875-0600. You sit down and meet this fine gentleman, this Dave Burks. Hey, man, thanks, man. I really appreciate you, man.
Hey, thanks again, Mr. Ralph.
All right.
Have a good night.